Hello and welcome to a brand new episode of MineUnited. We are here today on the, when I'm recording this, the 12th of the 9th, 2012. And yeah, I am still using the SummerFields texture pack. I am really enjoying this. I mean, I don't know, I've just been really attached to it and, as I said, really enjoying it. But today we're going to be working a little bit on the Nether Hub. Just went through it from coming back from Mark's house, which is one of the players on the server, and I was looking at the Nether Hub and I was looking upstairs and I'm thinking, wow, when new players come in, where are they going to be, you know, coming in, setting up their Nether portal? So today we're going to be doing a little bit of digging out in the Nether Hub, because that is much needed. So okay, what do we have on us right now? Still learning some of the textures, because I always have a problem when I, you know, change texture pack what they yeah, I was going to give that to Mark. You might hear that now, but unfortunately we were going to be recording a video together, but two problems came. One, he had to go, but two, for some reason when I was recording with him, my FPS was dropping down to, like, I don't know, it was like, you know, I was on 150 FPS, which is on what I'm on now. Some reason saying 97, no, sorry, some reason saying about 100, but some reason my DX story is saying I'm on 200, and then it was just some reasonly drop down to like 1 FPS. It was really weird, and it would keep happening, and it happened to him as well. So it was probably something to do with the server / client side. I have no idea. But yeah, so have we got enough items? Let's bring some. I don't actually know what I should be bringing. I guess we could bring some sand, because obviously you need to make sandstone for the floor. But apart from that, well, let's get moved on to the Nether. Well, as of today, guess what the new item, the new big thing which is coming out? Yes, the iPhone 5. And I don't know when it's coming out. It's supposed to be coming out today, but obviously as it's sort of an American invention, it's going to be coming out at that time. And yeah, I thought as we're going to be doing some boring digging, I'm going to be looking down on this really cool page of one of the latest blog posts about the iPhone 5. Did I just say iPhone? But the iPhone 5, and yeah, giving you some updates on. Why the hell did it just go black? Anyway, giving you guys some updates on and about the iPhone 5, because I need to have my checkup as well, because I actually want to be, you know, buying the iPhone 5, and I forgot to push the button. Oh well, just have to push forward, and there we go. That's a really cool feature which actually recently got added. You don't actually need a button now to go forward in a minecart. All you need to do is push, you know, the forward button, the W button, and you automatically go forward, which is really cool. You don't go at like a fast pace, you sort of just slowly bump along, which is pretty handy, saying if you know, get stuck in the middle of the rail and there's no booster tracks and things like that. So actually I'm just going to quickly change my text pack before I continue on my rant, no, not really rant, but my information gathering about the iPhone 5. I keep saying iPhone 5 wrong, but as you can see, this text pack is super dark when in the dark areas, and then it gets lighter. Awesome. Alright, this place does need to be sorted out a lot. But anyway, so yeah, the iPhone 5. Let's have a quick look at it. Right, okay. This looks pretty. Ooh. Oh, it's even got a graph down here about all the resolutions and stuff. Oh wow. Actually, which side is which? Okay, right. Information part 1. Okay, well, actually, let's just get digging before we start talking. So we sort of need to just clear out this area here. And we'll get started with that right now. Anyway, information about the... Wow, this is fast. Information... Whoa, this is too fast. No. Right, so information about the iPhone 5 comparison with the iPhone 4S. So, from the immediate, you know, reaction, I can see it's costing a lot cheaper than the iPhone 4S. I mean, right now, the pounds to, you know, dollars conversion is saying for a 16GB, you know, iPhone 4S, it's going to be costing you £499, which is obviously for the smart one. Ooh. What's this then? Oh, actually I know what this is. This is when Starboy and that tried to move the portal above where it is now. Ah, that's really cool. They tried to move up here, but obviously they failed really badly. But anyway, let's just get digging this part now. But yeah, so that's going to be nearly £500 for the iPhone 4S. But then if you move down to the iPhone 5, you're going to be going with a 2-year contract for only $200, and obviously that's £499 to $199. I have no idea what the conversion is, but that seems to be a big difference at the moment. Maybe they're trying to do something. I don't know, because I was thinking the iPhone 5 was going to be like really expensive, something on the region of what, £700 or something, but $199 for a 2-year contract. That's not too bad. Not too bad. I don't know like how that come to what, a month, but yeah, I mean that goes all the way up to the 64 gig for 2 years, which is only $400. But as I said, I don't know what the month deal would be. But then on the other hand, the iPhone 4S is now just buy it in one without a contract is nearly £700, and saying that the iPhone 4S only come out a few weeks before the iPhone 5, that yeah, it is really unusual. I mean, right now I think of when it is going to be released, the iPhone 5, the new one, is going to be having their new operating system, which is the IS 6, I think, because they just only earlier this year released number 5, so number 6, which is going to be released, and they're boasting that's going to have over 200 new features, which is really cool. They're going to have, I can't remember what that guy is, but the little guy when you talk to the phone, it gives you all these answers, and it's all that clever and all that. But yeah, because the iPhone 4S, I believe, is actually running on the iOS 5.1.1. I think that is what it's called. So let me roll up to the information bits. Ooh, that is information there, which I want. So the camera, yeah, this is the sort of information I like. No one else likes this sort of information, except for me. But megapixels, it looks like they're not really. I mean, I think this information is all based off rumors. I'm not too sure. This is on a quite big website where they do big news blogs. I'm guessing they've already released the information about it, not actually released the project yet. But yeah, the megapixels is actually the same, 8 megapixels. I mean, that's pretty high for a camera phone. I know my camera, my normal, big camera has like, I think it's 18 megapixels. I'm not too sure, but it is quite a decent camera. But yeah, new player have not looked like they've actually upgraded the camera whatsoever, and that is obviously a 1080p video, because obviously they're not going to lower the quality down from the iPhone 4 and below, because it's, everyone's always known that the iPhone has always had a nice 1080p crisp image. Apart from that, that's pretty cool. So the next information I see is the RAM, and this is really crazy because this nearly has more RAM than my computer. And sorry, I'll think about my graphics card, but yeah, this phone is going to have 1 gig's worth of RAM, and when I was saying it's nearly as much more of my computer, I was thinking about my graphics card, which has like 1,228 megabytes, which is 1.2 something gigs. So nearly got more, RAM than my graphics card, which is sort of quite crazy, saying it's only a phone. And that guy just left. I think I know who that is, just I can't put the name towards the Minecraft name. But yeah, that is pretty cool. So let's have a little scroll up and see what. Oh, this is quite interesting. Also, the battery. So according what they are claiming, the battery looks to be exactly the same. And you're probably thinking, well, this is not that good. But then at the end, really, if this is using, got so many more features, it's going to be using obviously more battery life. So saying it's going to have the same battery life, not lower or higher, and that means probably you're going to be keeping the battery size the same, which is a little bit of a bummer, because I've always heard from people after a while, with all phones, the batteries always get really. I mean, I've had my phone for like 2 years now, or 3 years, and the battery only lasts for like an hour. And I have one of them old phones where, like, when you first bought it, the batteries literally asked for hours and hours on end, and it was really good. I mean, like, days. You could have it on for days and days and days, and it would say it would be low battery, but it was never actually low. So yeah, once again, that is pretty interesting. So let's scroll a little bit up on here. Ooh, that's more information, which is pretty interesting. The screen size, the thing which has everything all together. So on the iPhone 4S, and I'm not too sure because I know they did do an upgrade. I think with the iPhone 4, they made it a little bit bigger than the iPhone 3. But the iPhone 5 is going to be having a 4-inch screen. That is 0.5 of an inch. That's actually that's not that bad. It's like about 1 centimeter, isn't it? I'm not too sure, but from the iPhone 4S, which only had a 3.5 inch screen. So that is once again a nice upgrade, but that's going to mean that phones is going to get ever bigger and bigger, especially for me when I get it, because I've actually got the phone, I've got the LG Pop, and it's actually got the smallest LCD screen, so upgrading to something which is really tiny of its whole class, and then going up to an iPhone 5 is going to be quite extreme and quite different to what I'm actually used to. But yeah, that is pretty interesting as well. So obviously in the new iPhone 5 there's going to be having the 4 gigs worth of connectivity, which is going against the 3 gig which the iPhone 4 has. So I'm not really too interested in the Wi-Fi, just, as long as I can, go on the internet, surf the web, I'm really not too bothered. And did that guy just really spawn there? What sword have I got? I've got a knockback and a sharpness 3. I can kill this guy in a few hits. There we go. But now all his friends are going to be aggroed on me. Oh dear. Oh dear. Alright, let's go up a little bit more. So, no surprise here, it says the new iPhone 5 will run on the latest mobile OS, iOS 6. And it boasts about obviously down here, about their 200 new features, including the native mapping and improved interaction with, yeah, that's it, Siri. That's the guy who talks to you. Though, we'll have to wait until we get hands on it, blah 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 blah, for the latest iOS, so that's more information there. So the processor talks about talks about storage, talks about display, all the things that I've on, except for this, which is not so important for most people. This is the sort of thing where, sort of geeky information, I guess, but the weight and size, which I guess no one really cares about, but I'll actually read this, I won't, bring my thoughts up, but it says here, as expected, this is really hard, I'm trying to play Minecraft and read on the other screen. As expected, the iPhone 5 is going to be the more blah 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 blah, though Apple's keynote claim that the new handset will be the world's thinnest smartphone, and yeah, this is highly contested, unless the ironic US firm has blah 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 blah. Still, at 7.6mm, it's going to be a pretty slender beast, and at 112 grams, the iPhone 5 is also 28 grams lighter, than the older relative. So yeah, less weight in your pocket. Great. I can just imagine in the future these phones are going to be absolutely tiny. I mean, right now, some of the phones you can get, like the one I have, is pretty tiny, just sort of like fits in your pocket and you don't feel it. But these smartphones are just getting thinner and thinner and thinner. The only problem I'm seeing with this is they're getting, I don't know, will they get more brittle? Because in theory, if you're going to be sitting on something which is really thin, like say a piece of wood, I mean, it could be like a really strong piece of wood, but it needs a lot of it. But yeah, it depends really what sort of material they're going to make it out of. Carbon fiber, that would be pretty cool. Making a carbon fiber phone, titanium phone. Oh, it's just getting too much. But anyway, guys, thank you for watching today's episode. I do apologise for the, I don't know, the lack of Minecraft in this video. Talking about Apple, I know. I am a Windows guy, but I'm talking about Apple. That does not make sense. But obviously, the iPhone 5 overturns everything towards the Apple, because that's all I pretty much like. Not really a big fan of Mac, but I'm not one to argue, because Macs are good for their own things, so are Windows. But apart from that, yeah, welcome to your new update on the iPhone. Hopefully I will be buying it within the next few weeks. It's something I do really, really want to get, because I need to upgrade on the phone. Oh god, you are going to be going for me, aren't you? Nope, 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 nope. You are not going to be killing me today. But yeah, I really desperately need to upgrade on the phone, because I've had my phone for so long, and then I can, be able to keep up with Twitter and all the other great networks, whilst on the road, whilst, walking along. Don't need to be at my computer just for all that goodness and all that intake. But as I say, guys, I do apologise for not being able to record with Mark, because I was going to be recording with him, but obviously that FPS random problem sort of happened, and didn't, we weren't allowed to record because it just wouldn't work. But also a little note added on to that is I'm working on a Minecraft parody with one of my friends called Bunny Pop Pop. Yeah, that is right. We are working on a parody, and Before you ask, I will not be singing. I can't sing for my life. But apart from that, we got the lyrics pretty much done. I'm going to be trying my best to make a Minecraft animation, you know, SummerFields stuff, you know, Maya, you know, all the good old 3D programs. But apart from that, it should be released within the next few weeks to a month. We've only recently, you know, done a lot on it. I mean, yesterday we figured out a whole lyrics. We even figured out lyrics for a new song. But it definitely does sound good. We've had the confirmation from Mark. His parody was released a few days ago. It's already got a few thousand views, and yeah, it sounds pretty. You know, it sounds pretty decent. And yeah, you just gotta love parodies these days. I mean, oh my god, there's the girls in my tunnel. But yeah, parodies have had a massive burst lately. They just sort of like popped out of nowhere. But anyway, as I said a few minutes ago, it literally was like 2 minutes since I said I'm about to go. But anyway, this is the last final chance. I'm gonna go. So my name's been AuXDubz, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.